Have you guys ever wondered what if the new Gen 11 players were a part of the Japan Under-20 instead of Sae Itoshi? We know that Sae is recognized as one of the members of the new generation World 11. But who are these guys? The new generation World 11 is a group of international youth players heralded as the next generation of football superstars. Selected and recognized by PIFA, the new Generation 11 are selected by their individual abilities and potential. Each member possesses outstanding abilities to allow them to shine in their respective position. The members include Sae Itoshi, Kaiser, Lorenzo, and Bunny Iglesias. There are 7 other players as well, but we haven't seen them so far. Sae's impact on the Japan Under-20 was insane. Without him, the team would have struggled a lot. Even though he wasn't playing seriously, he still managed to make a huge impact. In this video, we will see what if the other new gen players were in the team instead of Sae. Let's start off by making some things clear here. If Sae is not part of the U-20 team, then there's a huge possibility that Shido is not in the team either. Instead, he will be a player for Blue Lock. So, without any further ado, let's dive right in. In this alternate version of the story, Japan's U-20 team doesn't have Sae Itoshi, the genius playmaker. Instead, they brought in one of the new generation World 11, Kaiser. Unlike Sae, who played as a midfielder and controlled the flow of the game, Kaiser is a striker through and through. He's not there to pass or build plays. His one job is to score. With his sharp instincts, crazy shooting power, and his signature move, the Kaiser Impact. Just like the original match, Blue Lock starts strong. With no Sae in midfield to stop their plays, they're able to connect better and move the ball freely. Early in the match, Nagi breaks through the defense with help from Isagi and scores the first goal. Blue Lock takes a 1-0 lead, and for a while, it seems like they're in control. In the midfield, Isagi completely takes over. Using his vision, he reads the entire field like a book. He makes smart passes, cuts off Japan U-20's attacks, and keeps the pressure high. But Blue Lock's weak point is still their defense. They make one mistake, and Japan U-20 quickly counters. That's when the ball reaches Kaiser. As soon as he receives the pass, 3 defenders rush to block him. They all know how dangerous he is, as one of the top 11 young players in the world. But Kaiser doesn't panic. He smirks, brushing off their pressure like it's nothing. Pathetic. Is this the best defense Japan can build? He mutters with a smug grin. You guys really thought scoring first meant you'd win? Cute. With perfect timing and technique, he fires a Kaiser Impact straight into the goal. The goalkeeper can't even react. It's 1-1, and Blue Lock realizes what they're really up against. From that point on, their next goal is simple. Don't let Kaiser touch the ball. But that's not so easy. Kaiser keeps finding space. He moves smartly, creating chances, and every time he gets the ball in a good position, he scores. Blue Lock somehow manages to score 2 more goals. But every time they get close, Kaiser strikes again. Calm, cold, and unstoppable. He's calm, confident, and deadly in front of the goal. His finishing is so sharp that even the tiniest mistake from Blue Lock turns into a goal for Japan U-20. By the end of the match, the scoreboard shows a clear result, 4-3 in favor of Japan U-20. Kaiser ends the game with a hat-trick and 1 assist, completely changing the course of the match. Without Sae, Japan U-20 lost their creative midfielder, but with Kaiser, they gained a cold, unstoppable striker who finished every chance he got. And in this timeline, that made all the difference. Even though Blue Lock's attack is incredibly strong, with players like Isagi, Nagi, Chiguri, Baro, and others constantly creating chances, their defense is still their biggest weakness. In the original match, Sae wasn't able to fully take advantage of it because he played deeper in midfield. But in this version, with someone like Kaiser up front, that weakness gets exposed badly. We saw what happened when Shido got subbed in. Now imagine Kaiser. Blue Lock's defenders aren't used to handling a striker of Kaiser's level. He's smart, fast, and has incredible positioning. Even the slightest gap or misstep is enough for him to slip through. And when he gets the ball in the right area, it's already too late. His finishing is on another level. No matter how many goals Blue Lock scores, their defense just can't keep up with a player as sharp and ruthless as Kaiser. The reason Kaiser worked so hard during this match was to attract international attention towards him. He just wants to get away from Noel Noah and stop being his puppet. Next up, we have Lorenzo. This guy is just built different. In this alternate scenario, the midfield genius Sae Itoshi isn't part of the Japan U-20 squad. And instead of replacing him with another playmaker or attacker, Japan brings in one of the most fearsome defenders in the world, Lorenzo, a member of the new generation World 11. Known for his terrifying presence, sharp instincts, and complete dominance at the back, Lorenzo is considered one of the top defenders on the planet. He's fast, aggressive, and impossible to shake off once he sets his eyes on you. While he's not a goal scorer like Kaiser or a midfield general like Sae, his strength lies on something just as important: shutting down the opposition. As the match begins, it becomes clear that this version of Japan U-20 is even harder to break than before. In the original match, Blue Lock had to fight hard to get through Japan's already strong defense. But now, with Don Lorenzo commanding the backline, scoring becomes almost impossible. He quickly locks in on Sae Itoshi, who he sees as the backbone of the Blue Lock 11. His goal is simple: neutralize Rin, and the entire structure of Blue Lock will collapse. From the start, Lorenzo completely shuts Rin down. His aggressive marking, fast reactions, and physical play force Rin out of rhythm. Blue Lock's usual passing flow gets disrupted, and every attacking move seems to break down before it can turn into a real chance. And without Sae Itoshi or Michael Kaiser by their side, Japan U-20's attack suffers badly too. Their midfield lacks creativity, and they don't have a high-level striker to finish chances. Even Shido, who gave Blue Lock serious trouble in the original timeline, isn't part of this squad. The result? Japan U-20 simply has no real way to score aside from Sendo. Their chances of scoring a goal are even lower than me getting together with my crush. As the game goes on, Blue Lock realized just how dangerous Don Lorenzo is. But we all know how Blue Lock works. They adapt. This is what Blue Lock is all about: evolution, pressure, and breaking limits. To shake up Japan's defense, they bring in wildcard players like Shido and Baro. Their unpredictable movements and individual flair begin to test the U-20 backline. They may not fully break Lorenzo's control, but they manage to create chaos around him. This is where Isagi steps up. While Lorenzo focuses on bigger names like Rin and Shido, he underestimates Isagi. He sees him as less of a threat, someone who doesn't have the flash or power of the others. But that's his mistake. Isagi uses his vision to read Lorenzo's movements, find the open spaces, and position him perfectly. When the moment comes, Isagi takes the chance and scores. With the new momentum and better team synergy, Blue Lock scores again. The second goal comes from pure pressure and teamwork, breaking through even the strongest defense. By the final whistle, Blue Lock wins 2-0. Lastly, we have Bunny Iglesias. He is the latest addition to the World Generation 11 players we have witnessed so far. Bunny Iglesias, a striker for FC Barca's first team, that alone says a lot about his skill. If you're starting for one of the best clubs in the world, you're not just good, you're elite. Bunny is known for his crazy athleticism, especially his jumping ability and his sharp finishing inside the box. He's a pure striker, the kind of player who can turn the smallest chance into a goal, if he gets the right service. But that's the problem. Bunny is a different kind of forward compared to someone like Michael Kaiser. While Kaiser can create plays on his own, cut through defenders, and unleash his deadly Kaiser impact from almost anywhere, Bunny isn't that type of player. He's not a creator, he's a finisher. He relies on someone to feed him the ball at the right time, in the right spot. In FC Barca, he has someone like Lavinho to do that. But in Japan U-20, without Sae or another top-level playmaker, there's no one to deliver those perfect passes. As the match kicks off, Blue Lock quickly takes the lead again, just like they did against the original U-20 team. The Japanese midfield struggles to control the game, and Bunny is left stranded up front. He makes clever runs and uses his speed and athleticism to get into great positions, but the passes just don't come. The midfield lacks the vision and creativity to find him, and without someone to set him up, Bunny becomes almost invisible. You can just say that he is like Holland. Without KDB to feed him passes, he becomes practically useless. Blue Lock, on the other hand, plays as a unit. Isagi continues to evolve mid-match, reading the field and controlling the flow. Bunny eventually gets one good chance, a high cross into the box, and he does what he does best. He leaps above everyone and smashes it into the net with a powerful header. But that's one moment in an otherwise quiet game. He scores once more of a rebound later, but that's all Japan U-20 can manage. Their lack of creativity in the midfield means Bunny spends most of his time waiting for a ball that never comes. Meanwhile, Blue Lock finishes the game strong, with total control of the midfield and their offensive options clicking together. They score 4 goals. Isagi plays a major part, not just with his passing, but by scoring himself. By full time, the score is 4-3 in favor of Blue Lock. Bunny Iglesias is an incredible striker. There's no doubt about that. But in a team without a proper playmaker, even the best finishers can't do much. Without someone like Sae to support him, his impact is limited, and Japan U-20 simply can't keep up with Blue Lock's evolving, all-out attack. During the match, Bunny recognizes Rin as Sae's brother and questions him about Sae, but Rin completely ignores him. Rin was pissed off by this because he wasn't expecting an international star to ask him about his brother. He cannot believe that he's getting overshadowed by his brother even when he's not present. Well, I guess we'll have to wait some time till the rest of the new Gen 11 players are revealed.